Yo, Casey Margarita back with another video. And I was speaking to God about this. Is like, you have to pick who you care about the most in life. You have to, And me, I'm different than everybody else, You know, the more you do for God, that's how I pick. But a lot of people, even so-called God's people, they're not gonna give me support, man. They pick to support all of these other people before they support me. And to be honest, I'm the realest truth speaker out there. It's just I don't get the recognition. Whatever it is, I don't get the recognition. And I speak crazy shit, you know. And I was talking about like how, you know, I'd want to just be alone in heaven. I don't want to see nobody in heaven, man. I'm not even sure I want my angel to be within heaven. Even though she's gonna treat me like I'm the best, like I'm the most sexy looking dude, she's gonna treat me like that. And we're gonna be intimate and stuff, I don't know. It's got me thinking, it's like, it's all a fucking robotic, thing to do anyways. We all robots. So it's like, either way, I'm trapped inside a matrix. So it's like, maybe if I could leave the matrix and be with her, I don't know. I don't know how that would work out, but I definitely, everybody, I pick who to give the high status to. And I mainly pick myself because I know I'm one of the only realest ones out here. I spoke about some big topics that a lot of people don't care about because they're not gonna give me support for me speaking truth. Are you serious? How you gonna give support to one true speaker, but then you can't support another true speaker? That makes no sense. As followers of God, we should be coming up with plans instead of causing all this dumb drama. We should come up with plans to unite, man. To unite. That's what God's people are supposed to do. And God's people will be judged for this. Because instead of uniting with me, they would rather build drama with me. I'm like, seriously, bro? Those people, they might even go to hell for that. Who knows? Who knows? God might send them to hell for that because they'd rather start drama with me instead of, hey, let's support this dude for what he's saying. Let's get him the help he needs. And then he also do the same thing for me. He'll be ride or die for me too. That's the way it should be. It's like, it's so hard to recognize people who really believe in God and really do true speaking for God. Is it really that difficult to scope them out? I'm like, people not chosen. That's the thing. You have to be chosen to support me. And that's what I'm thinking when I'm in heaven. I'm not going to hang out with people that never supported me that was on this earth. If you were on this earth and you never supported me, I'm not hanging out with you in heaven. I already made my mind up with that shit. You don't deserve to be in my presence. I'm a king. You might as well go to hell. You're supposed to treat me like a king and you're a peasant. Because you're not treating that's like you're not treating Jesus like he a king. You're not treating God like he a king. You think God really wants you to just get away with it? No. You have to give God his glory. You have to give God his respect. And for all the people that don't give me the respect I deserve, they're all going to go to hell. They're all going to get X'd out. And that's the way it is, That's the way it has to be. So with me, I'm different, I would rather support myself because I know how much potential I have for God and Jesus' kingdom and the kingdom of heaven. But it's like I can't really do anything because people down here, they'd rather support satanic people who don't care about God. They'd rather support this person, that person, this person, that person. But what about supporting people that's gonna do something for and take a stand for God? It's like Martin Luther King had all these supporters, right? He had people that hated him, right, too. But at least he had supporters. I'm like, shit. Me, I don't have no supporters. If you're not a celebrity, you looked at as normal. That's what you looked at as. If you're not rich, you looked at as normal. Ain't that crazy? Martin Luther King, he was able to get famous. Like, this dude was famous, Or he's famous. Yeah, he famous. Martin Luther King's famous. Am I famous? Do I get fame for speaking truth? I'm like, I speak way deeper than Martin Luther King. And I don't get fame for that shit. Ain't that crazy? That's why I'm not gonna fuck with anybody. The only people that really care about me, I'm gonna fuck with in heaven. But, the people that didn't support me, the people that didn't support my music, didn't support my, whatever I do for God, my videos, my true speaking videos. If you don't support that shit, I'm not gonna be with you because you chose to care about other people more than me. So in heaven, you might as well be with them, or you might go to hell for that shit. And I think God gonna send most of them to hell. I think God gonna send the majority of people to hell. I don't even think He's gonna forgive them for what they did to treat me. I don't think He is. To be real, you'd rather hang with this person, that person. But what about the realest person right now? What about the person that has a deepest relationship with God? You're not gonna give them credit. You're not gonna lift them up and give them the support they deserve. I'm like, ain't that crazy? How could I have no friends? But how chosen I am by God, how could I have zero friends right now? It makes no sense. We got to come up with plans to unite, to bond, to strengthen ourselves. People don't want to strengthen themselves? I'm like, seriously? God's people don't want to strengthen themselves? They'd rather stay trapped and cursed in their mama's house or whatever they do. I'm like, eventually, we gotta unite. Ain't that crazy? They're gonna get judged for not uniting with someone who deserves the credit. For you not giving someone credit, you're gonna go to hell for that. And a lot of people, they too late. They too late to give me credit. God already told them they're gonna burn in hell. God already be like, man, this nigga gonna burn in hell. This dude gonna burn in hell. This girl gonna burn in hell. God already made his mind up. He don't even care. That's why he choose people not to care. Because by them not caring, they're gonna get sent to hell for that. So God just create them not to care. Ain't that crazy? God says Casey Margarita too chosen that he's not gonna get any supporters. That this dude is gonna be a hidden legend or whatever, That's basically what I am, I'm hidden. I'm too holy for this shit, I'm that much of a legend that I have to be hidden like this, And I'm that sexy, And people don't want to give you credit for being sexy like you are, because they think it's gonna put them down, And people gotta understand, I'm not telling you not to do good for yourself, that's your choice. If you want to do good for yourself and follow God, do good for yourself and follow God. That's the reason why most people hate on me, or would hate on me, and don't give me support, is because they think they gotta give Satan support, They think they gotta give themselves support. But hold up. Before you give yourself before you do yourself good, You gotta change yourself and follow God. You can't do yourself good when you don't even follow God, when you follow the devil. If you follow the mark of the beast, if you follow same kingdom and same image, you're gonna go to hell for that shit. And you're supporting yourself and your kingdom or whatever that you're trying to create, because everybody trying to create a kingdom, right? Everybody have their own bubble they have and what they creating in it. Everybody has their own bubble, that they create in it, and what paths they choose in their bubble, and what drawing they make out of their bubble, what picture they made out of their bubble, whatever you want to describe it, And for me, I'm different than everybody else, I'd rather leave the matrix, A lot of people, they say they want to go to heaven. I'm like, man, I'm too chosen for that shit. God has something better for me than heaven. It's like, I'm different, I'm not like everybody else, People think, oh, heaven's going to be so good. How is heaven going to be so good with a bunch of people that didn't give me credit on this earth? They'd rather not give me credit, but hold up. Eventually I'm going to be redeemed. Eventually, when it hits judgment day, everyone's going to get judged for what they chose to do. They chose to cut on me. They chose to do this shit to me. They chose to do that to me. They're going to get judged for that, because you can't, you have to treat what is holy. You can't desecrate what's holy. That's the thing. But people choose to desecrate what's holy and just, take you for granted, Ain't that crazy? People choose to take you for granted, take you like a joke. Ain't that crazy? Those main people gonna burn in hell. And I'm not no regular person. I have a lot of wisdom and knowledge. Yep, I have a lot of wisdom and knowledge that would change the government. That would make change to the wickedness on this earth. Yep. People talk about, I wish the world was... The main people that talk about, they wish the world was peaceful. Nigga, y'all motherfuckers make it the way it is. It's everybody, You don't want to change yourself and support me? I'm like, seriously, bro? I'm high status. God looks at me like I'm high status. It's because they don't look at me with God's eyes. They're not looking at me in the eyesight of God. So these motherfuckers, because I take a stand and I do what's right, they want to do all these things and treat me like a joke. Ain't that crazy? Because I have all this wisdom, they want to say I'm schizophrenic for having wisdom? I'm like, seriously, bro? A lot of people believe that shit, A lot of people are so bitter and hate themselves so much that they schizophrenic and want to make me what they are, delusional. They hate themselves so much that they want me injected on drugs. They want to destroy my happiness and joy. They want to make it so my dopamine level is blocked, so it blocks dopamine from my brain, because that's what psychiatric drugs do. They want to block my dopamine so I no longer have happiness and joy, because dopamine is what gives you pleasure. When you masturbate, it's dopamine that releases, that gives you the pleasure. And if it blocks dopamine, you're not going to get the pleasure like you would when, without the dopamine, when it blocks the dopamine, you're not going to get the pleasure. It's not going to feel the same. Same thing with happiness and joy. You laughing, because I remember I used to laugh so much, man. I used to laugh about so much stuff and just be intimate with God. But now it's like, it's different, And people, this is what happens. By people not supporting me, they doing this to me, Even followers of God, their duty is to, if you say you're a true follower of God, you would support me. You would. You would take your money and invest it. You would do this, you would do that, you do this and do that. But I think God's people are just afraid, man. They too scared about what people think. They too scared, man. Ain't that crazy? They too scared, man. They wussies, man. God's people be wussies. That's how I feel, man. God's people are not even God's people, to be honest. Because how can a wussy be of God? Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? So yeah, it's kind of sucks, man. People choose who they glorify. People choose who they love. And when you support someone, it shows who you giving your love to, who you giving your time to, who you giving this and that to, It's just crazy, I have a lot of people in my life that just done me straight dirty, All for what? All because I had more intelligence than them. All because I'm wise with God. They jealous. They envious. They want what I have. So look what they create. They want to prove something that they better. When they not. It's because they know they worse than me. They know they're not better than me. They know I'm sexier than them. And it hurts the devil. It starts with the devil possessing them. And that's exactly what the devil did. The devil possessed all these community people. And they possessed by the devil and demonic spirits. So that being said, it's been a good message.